This is where Tito always does his stuff.
Yeah. Might have been the chair.
I know.
Was it a sense of relief, a sense of excitement to actually be here, to be done with the long trip, that part of it, to be here? I know you're focusing on the playoffs.
Yeah, I mean, look, I feel that we had a long road trip, but that's easy to forget. Once you get into the postseason, this off day certainly helps. Don't expect that to be too much of a factor, and it is really nice to be at a good ballpark, pretty familiar with it, certainly recently, and know that it's a strong fan base, so it should be an exciting atmosphere.
How much difference does a day make, though, in regards to what's gone on to get here and then having the day off?
Yeah, I mean, it can help. Look, I think our guys did a really good job. I know we didn't get the wins that you'd like to get at the end of the year, but our guys did a good job and felt like we worked hard to balance out the lineup. Certainly the pitching and the bullpen to get everybody as fresh as can be with a 162 season before that. So very, very confident that their minds are fine.
Guys are kind of where you need them to be heading into this then, especially Yanni's got some time off. Jason and Pete have pitched for a while.
Yeah. Jason and Pete both through pretty extended bullpens, simulated bullpens, kind of. Yandy, I checked with him before or all throughout the Houston series, and we kind of had in our mind, let's play on the middle game of Boston and then give him 2 full days off. The middle game in Boston.
So Shane goes tomorrow, and as you pointed out, we made a bigger deal out of the second half than you guys have. But what do you need Shane to do tomorrow?
Fill up the strike zone. I mean, when we see Shane really fill up the strike zone, he's got he has his better games. Count control is huge with every pitcher. He certainly falls under that. If Kyle always says it's a sprint to 2 strikes. Hopefully our pitchers take that approach throughout the series.
He had mixed results in the postseason last year.
Yeah.
How do you think that maybe benefits them, and how do you think he'll handle the stage tomorrow?
The mixed results, that was on me, on us asking him to come back break his routine. For a young pitcher, that's a big order. He was pretty dominant in that first game. I think that Shane, the way he handles it and the way he cares so much, that he spent a lot of time probably analyzing and processing from that game 4. And I actually think that all that stuff made him a better pitcher going into this year.
Kevin, obviously Cleveland's a very good ball club, but what makes them especially challenging from your standpoint to face?
I mean, look, you can compliment them on every facet. Play good defense. Their pitching, we saw all 3 of the pitchers I'm guessing that we're going to see here. Very talented starters. Back into the bullpen is pretty dominant. And then offensively, there's a lot of talk and a lot of compliment about lineups that don't strike out, because we're kind of in the strikeout era right now. Cleveland's one of them. And, we saw it firsthand. We played a lot of tight ball games. And when you have guys that are constantly putting pressure on you by putting the ball in play, it presents challenges. You got to play really clean defensively when you're not picking up strikeouts. And I think we're kind of used to striking out teams. Certainly in the East, you got some thunder, but with that comes strikeouts.
Kevin, what's most impressed you about Tyler during his rehab process to get back, get fully healthy, and then the way that he came and pitched here a couple of weeks ago?
Yeah, honestly, probably his mental state. Before the injury, and before the main injury that shut him down, it was pretty taxing on his mind that he never could feel right. Confident that he feels right now, and I think it's relaxed him a little bit to where he can go out there and just focus on executing pitches and what's bothering him on this start or in this bullpen, and his overall stuff. I mean, when he's right, he's as good as anybody in baseball.
Kevin, you have more experience than them postseason. Curious, do you think it shows up more in a longer series or shorter series, or helps in both?
Yeah. Their guy has a lot more posting experience than me. Yeah, look, I think kind of the culture that Tito creates over there. Whatever lack of experience they have, I think that his players, I'm very confident that they're going into this situation with a confident mindset. As far as we go, yeah, I think it's a benefit. Rather than it be Shane's first time, I'd rather it be his second or third appearance. Wander, Randy, all of our guys. For the most of it, we've got our position players have experienced playoff baseball. In a short season, a short series or long, maybe a longer series might help.
This Romano asking, offense has struggled a bit over the last month or so. Your pitching has been so good. What do you reasonably need out of your hitters in this series?
More contact. We need some more contact. Because when we struggled, I think, maybe our contact guys weren't getting their hits or started to swing and miss a little bit. And we need Randy to be Randy.
G-Man is certainly-
Yeah. I mean, I'm thrilled where G-Man finished. That's a big boost for him and can be for us. I know Wander, I've talked to Wander and Randy, their eyes light up for these moments and would expect the same.
See that last year? I mean, they were your two best hitters when you guys got to the ALWC. I think they kind of live up to the stage a little bit, or want to live up to the stage.
Yes, I do. I mean, they're big game. They're very talented. They're talented throughout the regular season. And it does feel, not putting added pressure on any player, but it does feel they have that ability to take it to another level.
You know how tight you and Tito are. I mean, what's it been like for you to watch all these health issues over the last 3 years that he's been through, and just has your relationship changed at all during all that?
No, I would like to think our relationship probably is a little stronger. When I was with him, the health issues weren't really there. So I'm glad he's healthy. That's for sure. I'm glad he's doing better. And he's got so many people in the game that care about him that a lot of his relationships probably got better because we were constantly checking on him.
He said, though, he doesn't have a lot of time to talk during the season, but were you always on him about texting or whatever, like keeping that,
He
checking up
doesn't
on
have
him?
time to,
He says he doesn't have time to talk on the phone during the season. Is that true?
what was he doing? We talked.
Check all your drawers and everything in the office when you first get in there to make sure
I
there's no
do.
surprises.
He's a child. Yeah. Yep. No, not yet. Not yet.
Roster-wise,
Not quite there yet. Pretty.
Is Frankie's status, is that cleared up at all?
Well, Frankie, I don't know yet. It was supposed to be at 11 o'clock today. So we'll find out. I'm going to call him after this.
Kevin, in all seriousness about Tito and the time you spent with him and played for him, what did you glean from him as a manager that you've used in your career?
Oh man. I mean, look, it goes without saying he's been the most impactful person for me as far as baseball goes. Consistency, how to treat people. I've said it over and over again, but being the 24th or 25th guy on the roster, it's very easy to overlook that player. And Tito never did that for me. And I watched other guys that were that way. He treated that type of player very similar to the David Ortiz's, the superstars. And that goes a long way when you know that this game's really tough and you got a guy that is being consistent with you every day.
Consider him like an older brother, or?
No, I consider him a child. Yeah, like a young toddler. Yeah.
Postseason, every team kind of tends to go to their bullpen maybe earlier and deal with every little situation there. But
Yeah, I've been known to do that.
Yeah, you have to sure you call for that time too. But in this case, this year, you guys have lost so many arms in the bullpen for the first year. As you go into the postseason now, do you feel like you have that kind of depth necessary to do that if you need to, or do you feel like, especially as good as Shane and Brass and even Tyler Petunias have been, to stay with them longer and be okay, or is that going to be a feel thing every inning as we go?
Yeah, no. Shane McClanahan's going to pitch hopefully until the pitch count limit is reached, whatever Kyle and I decide. He's that good. So if he goes out like we expect him to do and confident he'll do, he's going to give us a good start. And maybe then our bullpen is that much set up more. And very similar with Glass. He's under stricter pitch count orders just because he's coming back from injury. It's a little different this postseason. We've had postseasons where we are managing workloads of pitchers. But it's a good feeling to know that Shane can go out there and provide his, 100, 110 pitches. That puts us in a really good spot.
Everybody good?
All right. Yep.